Hello everyone, welcome to our newest video. I'm Marlene Moore, the creator of the Back to Basics piano method, and we are doing book 8. We are in the second half of book 8. We left off at Slavic Dance, one of my pieces, and there's a little piece on page 15. And this piece was written by J. Doris Jensen. And who is she? She is the lady who did all of the illustrations for all of the Back to Basics piano books, right from book 1 onwards. I don't know where she is now, but this was a little piece that she composed when she took the Back to Basics piano teacher training. And it's kind of pretty. I would teach this as a sight piece. It's written in G major. Then it goes into E minor. Pretty little piece. Apple Pie Song. She was going to put words to it, but I don't think she finished them. Apple pie for breakfast. Sausage too. You could get really creative with that one. Then that takes us to Duvernoy and Having Fun. Do you remember this one? And then there's a repeat. Having fun. That says it, doesn't it? See how important the wrist is, the wrist staccato? And the movement of the back and forth to the wrist. So important. I hope you've taught that well. Running Fast by Czerny. Together. Fun. Teach it slowly to begin with. Slowly. Anything that goes fast has to go slow. People are always asking me, how can you play so fast? How do you do those great big really hard pieces, and how do you do them so fast? And I said, well, it's because I practice slowly. They never get that. They never understand. They get frustrated with me. I mean, how do you do that? You know, how do you get to that? And I'd say this. You do it very slowly. And that's where Czerny and Hannon comes in, doesn't it? Alrighty, Ländler by Schubert. Schubert always throws us a curve in his pieces. Unexpected curves, but beautiful music. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful music. E flat major. beautiful. Such a lovely waltz, dancing around. So what we've got here is first part repeat, second part repeat, third part, although it's almost the same as the first part, it repeats again too. That takes us to the Palo Vitsian dance by Alexander Boriden, who was a Russian composer. He lived during the Romantic period, and he's best known for his opera, Prince Igor, and string quartets and orchestral works. They used his Palavitsian dance in the play and the movie South Pacific with Ezio Pinza. I'm dating myself. I saw the original. Okay? Beautiful piece. Beautiful, beautiful piece. In, can you guess what key we're in? That's right, F major. That's an F that I missed here. It's a D I missed. Okay, I missed that D, so I won't forget that. That's embedded in my brain. Palavitsian dance. Dance, D, missed one, D. It's okay to make a mistake, you know. It's okay. Associate it with something and then you'll remember the next time. I'm not going to forget that that's the D that I missed. Palavitsian dance would be fine done as a sight piece. It makes a nice recital piece too, that one does. It really does. Minuet by Bach. I'm not going to play the whole thing here, but we've all had this one way, 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 way back. I'm sure we have. G major. And we're doing a Baroque piece here. Written for violin. Let's play it, or it was written for a harpsichord rather. Let's play it on the harpsichord. Let's do that. Let's find the old harpsichord in here. Where are you, harpsichord? Here we are. Harpsichord. This is how Bach wrote it because there were no pianos in his day. And so on, you know. Like the sound of harpsichord? I do. That's what they had in those days, long ago. You know, 25 years ago, piano teachers were horrified by the whole concept of electronic pianos, digital pianos. Now, you almost have to teach what they are all about because everybody has an electronic piano. Some digital pianos are nothing more than just a really bad keyboard with a few sounds, but some other ones are like mine, which cost more than $15,000, and they are real instruments. I don't know what kind your students have or whether or not any of them have it, but I want to do one lesson on what these instruments are all about, because they are fascinating. And you know, the more that piano teachers teach, the more we are going to have to know how what makes these tick, how to show a student who's stuck with orchestration. Do you know how to do that? You're going to need to. So I'm going to do one of our videos to do with the digital piano, the electronic sounds. See my fingers sprinting by Cherney. Sprinting. Now you need your pencil or your pen. There is another notational problem here. The last part, the last two measures are incorrect. They should go G, C, E, C, E, C, G, D, F, D, F, D. Last measure, C, E, G, E, G, E, C. And if you forget that, just look at the left hand. The left hand is correct. I have no idea if that's my mistake or the editor's mistake, but it needs to be fixed. It will be fixed in the next book. This is what it's supposed to sound like. So make sure that you correct that. The right hand only of that. Here, put a big circle around that and put the right notes for the right hand. They are the same as the left hand. A World of Hope. I wrote this piece many years ago in A minor. It is still played over the radio. Pretty piece. I hope you like it. You need pedal with this piece. Repeat. No pedal. Make sure there's no pedal on the end. A friend of mine long ago said that this piece should be called Be Still and Know That I Am God. And that fits too. Be still and know that I am God. And if you look up that psalm, I forget the name of the number of the psalm, but if you look it up, all of the words of the psalm seem to fit. So you could change those words, and you can even sing it if you want to. Children and parents and teachers all like that one. Cornelius Gurlitt has us do some little fast wiggly things here. You know, you can play this two ways. You can do this. I don't do it that way. I like this in more of a romantic mode. I like this as a thoughtful piece. So I ignore the staccato notes. You may think that's horrible, but listen to it. And then accenting and holding. It's up to you. It's all a matter of taste. You can put in the staccatos. You can teach it that way. Or you can do it in your own interpretation. That's allowed, you know. That's allowed. Okay. More Than Words Can Say is another romantic piece. If you've got your copy out, we are now on page 26 and 27 with the picture of the mother swan and her little baby swans. I forget what the baby swans are called, but anyway, here we go. I wrote this one. I'm going to stop there because I want to talk about arpeggios. The left hand, why this piece was included at this spot is that the left hand arpeggios are so important in teaching how to move the wrist, and that's why this piece was included in this spot. So I'm not going to play all of it. I'll leave that go for you to do at home, but work on those arpeggios ahead of time with the children and adults. They're going to all need it. Then we have Patchabelle's Canon in D. I'm not going to do the whole thing because everybody knows this. I'll play a little bit of it. It's in D. And each movement. Then we have two a chord here, which changes, and there are all of these variations all the way through it. And then each line they change, right? Now that goes on for 3 pages. That is pretty much of a sight reading piece. You may have to teach the last part of it by rote. It's a little harder, but have fun with that. That's an excellent piece. Children like it. Everyone loves that piece. It's become so popular. That takes us to octave study number 1, which is a real doozy. Let me just check on our time here. Oh, we're just about there, but we've got time to do this one. I use the pedal on part of this, just on part of it. I cannot play the whole thing because I have a very arthritic shoulder that's very, very bad and can no longer reach in certain positions, so I'm going to stop at some point. Here we go. Octave study number 1. I'm sorry, octave study number 1 by Kohler, Kohler. Funky light here, and then we go into F. To stop there because my shoulder is pulling so badly I can't play it. Anyway, it's a great piece. Learn it. Make sure that you share it with your students. And that's taking us up to Natal Dance, another one that I composed. And I composed the next one too, New Blue Dancing Shoes. That gives us a place to start for next time, I believe, because we are just about done. So next day I do the videos. I will start on Natal Dance, and that leaves us 2 more. The same as book 8, we had 2 left. Now we're going to have 2 left in book 8. We had 2 left in book 7. Okay, so that clears that up. If you have any questions, please ask me. Join our group, Back to Basics Piano Teacher Training Group. It's on Facebook. If you haven't joined already, please join it. The only way you get to join our group, by the way, is by answering the 4 questions in the beginning. I want to know something about you. Lots of people don't answer the questions, so they don't get into the group. But if you're interested to learn more about Back to Basics, please answer the questions, and then I will let you into the group. Okay, that was fun. The pieces are getting harder, and that's okay. That's okay. It keeps us on our toes, doesn't it? I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.